Hey there, good morning. My name is Melissa with Mindful Therapy Practice. Today I'd like to guide you through a system check-in. Most of us as far as my experience, most of us with complex trauma typically have a system, an internal system, meaning that there is more of us, more than just present day self, and our systems can be complex. They can be large. They can be small. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Full disclosure, right now, I'm experiencing some difficulty breathing. That's one of my chronic symptoms, and some tightness in my throat. And so I have a couple of items here. I have a hand salve and another salve, like stress soother. This is a Badger's one. I love the organic, natural rosemary and eucalyptus scents. Feel free to have any materials near you to enhance your experience. So think of this as a moment of system kindness, and the things and have available the things that you love, the things that stimulate you, that bring you, inklings of joy, whatever those things are. They might be your favorite crystals, your favorite rocks. They might be your favorite aromas and hand salves. They might be, your favorite candles, your favorite beads, whatever you would like close by, or a visual as well, a picture. Whatever you would like close by to further enhance this moment of system kindness. I have chapstick to make sure that I keep hydrated. As you can tell, I love being hydrated is I guess having my body hydrated is very important to me. I got some tissue because there's some allergies. So, and I have my water as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First, I would like to welcome all of the yous that you've ever been. In whatever way the yous show up and are present for you, in whatever way you feel them and see them and hear them. Notice present day. And I just want to express gratitude for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all that you have done to help you survive all that you have survived. And just notice as you look around the reaction, how each of you received that gratitude. And as we look around, I just want to remind our system of some things that we might not have known when we were younger, or even in our young adulthood, that we are human, and all humans are imperfect. There is no such thing as perfection. And that's okay. Notice the reaction of all of the yous as you share that fact. Notice any parts of you that are resistant to that. And, express gratitude. Notice and acknowledge. Thank you. Thank you to whatever one of you is eager and hypervigilant and mindful and cautious. Thank you for all of that. I want to remind you of our current age, of this moment right now, the day, the time, the year. Notice our feet on the ground. Notice the ceiling above us. And if noticing your body is something that is uncomfortable, it's okay to notice other things. Whatever your system feels comfortable with. And maybe your system might want to inhabit maybe the hands to use the salve if they want. And it's okay if they don't want to, but there could be a subtle invitation. And they may not want touch, and that's okay. They may just want to smell. As we go on in our day, let's be mindful of slowing down. We're not in crisis in this moment. We have housing, we have food, we have some stability in our life, however small it may feel to us. We have survived worse. And we are resilient. We are multifaceted. We are incredibly adaptable. And we deserve goodness. And it's okay if there's any system members that are resistant to that message. And maybe we could just come back to factual like factual messages, like all humans and beings and creatures in this world, on planet Earth, require nurturing. Plants require nurturing, and so do humans. And this is part of our nurturing, slowing down, stopping, letting go. If I can invite all of us to let go of all that we will not be attending to in this moment. It doesn't mean it's not important. It doesn't mean it will not be attended to. It simply just means that we have this moment and we live one moment at a time. And all the worries and stressors that are not attended to in this very moment, feel free to put them in an imaginary snow globe on an imaginary shelf. And past memories that might be coming up as flashbacks, those can be placed in a container of your choosing. I have chosen a metal vault, and they're in there. I'm not erasing them. They're there, but I can only look at them when I have space and time and energy and intent and intention to look at them and be with them, for the purpose of noticing the beliefs of the past and noticing the desired beliefs now. As my goal, one of my goals is to encode new neural pathways in my brain. I do not have to be subject to the beliefs of the past, especially if they are hurtful and untruthful. Okay. And notice what you will do following this check-in. Notice where you would like to spend energy and time. Maybe it's your task at work. Maybe it's a creative project. Whatever it is, I'd like to invite us to have permission to engage and to let go of all that we're not actively working on. And I'd like to invite us to be mindful of our neurodivergence. Trauma changes the brain. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's just a way that we navigate the world. It's a brain that we have. And perhaps we might require more breaks from our tasks than our system members allow us to have. But let's work Let's go along the current rather than against the current. Let's acknowledge the brain that we have and work with the brain that we have. And let's give our system permission to stop as many times as they need to, however long they need to. Seconds, minutes, hours, if they're available. And if the time that is required isn't available, I invite you to share with your system when that time might be available today. Imagine that many system members have settled for crumbs in terms of getting our needs met. And we no longer have to settle for crumbs. We are deserving of answers. In the past, we may not have had answers, information that we needed, and our brains, our little brains, might have been struggling, working really hard to make sense of a world all on our own, without guidance, validation, or reassurance. And so if hours of self-care that are needed are not available today, and share with our system when the next system check-in might take place. Thank you. Well wishes to everyone. Thank you.